Hi, and welcome to this 6th lesson here in this series of 7 lessons on practicing better, getting more from our practice in the practice room. Thank you for following along. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Clay from thecello.online, and there is a free PDF download on the website, thecello.online, that you can go and get and follow along here with me in this lesson, and hopefully you can go back and visit the others. But here we're going to talk about feedback, getting feedback from our practice, from our playing. All right, so here in this 6th lesson, we're going to talk about feedback. What does it mean to get feedback? How can I use tools in the practice room to give myself proper feedback? For me, my number one go-to actually is better mental practicing. All right, I have a video all about that here on the channel, so I'll just link it up and let you go watch that. Mental practice isn't for everyone. It might be for you. You might love it. You might say, what in the world is this? So I won't talk about it too much here because depending on where you are in your cello journey, it might be a little bit more difficult to latch onto, but you can go watch that video. Other things that we use for feedback, which everyone, no matter where you are in your journey, are mirror, right? And recording yourself device. We all have them, right? They make amazing video and audio. But first, let's talk about the mirror. The mirror is so important because it gives me so much information. And to be honest, the mirror maybe could have gone in the diagnostic tool lesson. Yes, but it gives us so much information. It gives us kind of big picture, right? And I think of like big picture when we're getting lots of different things, finding out lots of different things, that feels to me like it deserves to be in the category of feedback, not just diagnostic tool. And maybe the mirror is kind of a hybrid there in that sense, because sometimes I don't know what's going wrong with my left hand going up into thumb position maybe, or I don't know what's going wrong with my bow hold. And so I can look in the mirror, all right, and diagnose that problem and see something very specific, pinpoint something, okay? But oftentimes I find, I'll ask students, are you practicing in front of the mirror? No. Did you get a mirror? No. Okay. We have devices everywhere. Even this, as small as it is, could be used as a mirror, depending on where you put it. I'm always looking over here at my computer monitor, right, because I love using it as a mirror while I'm making the videos for you guys. I look over there all the time, all right? Regardless, I always wonder if it looks a little funny out there while you're watching, but it's so important to me to know what I'm doing here, okay, to get that feedback from the visual that I look over there, okay, so that I can see my hand being in the right space, all right, see my arm all in the right position. And that's another thing. Then this is why I would put the mirror under feedback, under big picture, because sometimes we do need to look at the whole thing, right, in a kind of a performance mindset. Is everything moving and going the way that I want it to? Like, say, at the beginning, right, we're bouncing around between these different pieces. Let's go back to the swan. Am I opening up my arm? Okay, all right, looks like I'm being pretty dramatic here, but actually I really am trying to get a better sound by being off to the side, or am I crunched back here behind the cello? Is my vibrato continually going? Is there something I could do with my shoulders to help these two things, all right? Being able to see all of that at once in the mirror, getting that feedback, so important that you have that there. And oftentimes we're just not using it, or we're not putting up a screen or an iPad or something so that we can use, get the feedback from that. The other one, which again requires an extra step, but it's so important to record ourselves, okay, so that we can see the whole big picture, how we look, how we sound, is the rhythm, what's the tone like, and we just kind of get this snapshot of our playing. And oftentimes we don't need to record a whole piece, right? Even if I just throw the phone on the stand here, right, and say, you know what? I'm just going to record the opening of this one. And then listen back. Even though I can't see myself, my whole self. I can see enough. Ooh, I stopped the vibrato a little early there. There's some things I like, some things I would change, okay? Some things to compliment myself on, and some things to fix. Yes, always should be that way, all right? So I'll keep it kind of short and sweet here and just say on the checklist here, on the sheet there, on the PDF is, are you doing these things? Are you taking the time to look in the mirror, all right, to decide on what's going on? Are you getting out the phone or the iPad, all right, and recording yourself? Mobile devices work better, no laptops, okay? And then the last thing I would say on the checklist is, are you considering or have you considered getting feedback from a human, all right, a teacher? Everybody's in a different place on their journey. I have these videos here on the channel for a reason, because some people are out there trying to figure it out on their own. If you have thought about getting a teacher, all right, if you have thought about either getting online lessons or in-person lessons, let me just tell you how important they are and what they can do for you on your journey. Getting feedback, getting that third-party feedback from a professional, from somebody that you trust, is important on the journey. I had many teachers in my life, many great teachers, and I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you today without their feedback, all right, their constant feedback and letting me know how things were going. So it is an important piece. It is something that does speed up our progress when we have somebody guiding us and letting us know what to work on, okay? So we're almost there. One more lesson here in this series of 7 lessons, and I think it might be a surprise for you.